Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I did a hair video, but I'm back. So it's like 3 in the morning where I'm at, like 3, 4 in the morning. Every time I do a hair video, it's always like at some crazy time in the morning. But, and also I'm getting ready for another job interview. So yeah, that hostess job was straight when I had it, but me and managers never get along. So now I'm getting ready for a new interview and hopefully I get hired because they do open interviews where I'm going to. And I decided to wear my natural hair because I've been wigging it up for a couple months. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about 10 things people don't tell you before you go natural. So these are just things that I've been discovering on my 10-year natural hair journey. I've been natural for about 10 years now. And let me tell you, it's a lot. Okay. So the first one is natural. Being natural is more expensive than being a wig or weave girly. And I'm gonna explain why. See, people think being a wig girly is like more expensive because you spend on average like between, if you use Amazon, you can spend like 99 to 100 something dollars in a wig. But if you like me, who's a little bougie but ain't got the bougie budget, you will spend like three, four, five, $600 on a wig, especially if it's a customized unit, which is one of my main units that I love. My friend made for me. But yeah, being a natural hair girl is more expensive. Like this, this right here. I'll be doing a product review on Alakay Naturals, but I got the Alakay Naturals. Let me turn this light down. I got the Alakay Naturals lemongrass mousse, lemongrass leave-in conditioner, and lemongrass gel. And I wanted to get the deep conditioner, but deep conditioner itself is 30 hot bucks. I ain't got no money for that. So altogether, I probably accumulated well over $100 on this. And think about how much hair I have. You see how much hair I have. This ain't gonna last me long. All those products ain't gonna last me long versus a wig. You can reuse it, reuse it, reuse it. So you're getting your money was worth. This is like 1 to 2 week product thing, and it's down the drain. Like the products go straight down the drain with natural hair. That's just how it is. And that's what you sign up for, especially with the inflation. Like products are more expensive than when they than like 3 to 4 years ago. It's freaking nuts. Okay, so the second one is, and also I go through products like nobody's business. I go through products like so fast, and I'm not really heavy handed either because I tend to go in sections to make sure I'm not being overly heavy handed. Versus back in the day, I used to take like a glob of everything and stuff because stuff was so cheap. But now I'm like a little bit more than a quarter size amount, a little bit more than a half of a half of a palm full. Okay, so yeah, I go through products within like a matter of weeks, and it's freaking ridiculous, and I don't like it, especially the longer my hair gets. Second, you can or you will fall out of love with your natural hair. Like for a minute, as of recently, I have been falling out of love with my hair. I've been falling in and out of love with it because I love my curls. I love how versatile they are and whatnot. But the only con that I have is one, the shrinkage. Like you will never know my true length because I stand up. The true length of my hair shrinks up so much. Like it shrinks to my shoulders, like up to here when it's curly. And number two, I constantly just loathe wash day. Wash day is just the most tedious process for me. Like I said, I will wake up at the crack of dawn, like I am right now. It's still dark outside to do my hair because it's just so much. Like there are days when I really want to just take a pair of scissors and chop it off. So that's one reason why I hate my hair. Well, two reasons: the shrinkage It's disrespectful as well as the tedious process, but the reward of taking care of it is what keeps me going. Because being natural is what gives me the length that I have now versus when I used to be relaxed. Um, Number three, you will have people over romanticizing your hair. Like, I have relatives who don't have the same texture of hair as I do, and it doesn't make me feel like better or nothing because I have an aunt with wavy hair and I wish I had her curls. Like, her hair is like legit wavy, like Indian body wave type wavy. But people do tend to romanticize my hair. It's like, oh, if I had your hair texture, I would do this. If I had your hair length, I would do this, that, there. Okay, you say that, but once you actually get, at least people get the length that I have, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. Cause I got girls who say, I remember when I wanted long hair, and now my hair is a little bit past my shoulders. I don't even want it. Yeah, I told you. And I remember knowing this girl in college named Janaya that I danced with when I was in college, and she had long hair, and I had just did the big chop, so I still had my little teeny weeny afro, and I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait till my hair gets to your length." And she was like, "No, you ain't. No, you don't." And her hair was this same length that I'm at now. And girl, you was right. You was also right. Cause baby, when I make it big one day and get some money, whether I marry into wealth or I create it myself, really, the goal is both. Somebody gonna be doing this hair for me because I ain't gonna be doing it all the time. Straight up. Number four, you can and you will forever look younger. I tend to feel like I look like a freaking kid with my natural hair because I already naturally have a young looking appearance. Therefore, my natural hair just feeds into it more and it annoys me because I tend to like to date men that are older than me, and I sometimes feel like my natural hair repels them. And I always tend to grab younger dudes, and I'm like, babe, I'm too old for you, and you're too young for me. Like, mm-mm. Because with natural hair, when you little, grown people, the elders love to say how, oh, relax your straight hair is too grown or long hairstyles is too grown for a little girl. Well, think about it. When you have natural hair, you got the shrinkage, the curls. You see little baby girls with their natural hair with their afro puffs and the little twisties and stuff. And with natural hair, you want to protect your hair unless you're okay with being a straight hair natural. But me, I don't really like put heat on my hair because I went through the transition phase of using heat too much and messed around. I got heat damage. So I try to be careful with the natural hair gods because I know how they be about me. But yeah, I feel like I look a lot younger than my actual age when I wear this, and it kind of pisses me off because I want to be sexy, I want to be grown, and with natural hair, it's kind of hard to do that, especially if you don't have a mature looking face. Like, I have a naturally fat looking face, so it's a lot harder for me to look mature and grown. So I have to express that through my clothing style. Okay. Number five, watch day is a whole mission. I be feeling like I'm a no limit soldier when it comes to this natural hair stuff because, baby, I've been up since 2 in the morning, and it's now probably about 4:30, and I'm only on the deep conditioning process. In my interview, I'm trying to be out the house by 1 so I can be at my open interview between 2 and 4 at where I'm going to. And I still have to put on my press on nails on my feet and my hands because I'm lazy like that. And I don't like the way my body looks, my nails and stuff look when I try to use my real nails. So yeah, I still got to do that. And I'm only on the deep conditioning process. So that's why I have to wake up at the crack of dawn to do this. And by the time I get back home, I'm going to turn it in because I'm taking public transit. And y'all know how the MARTA be if you live in Atlanta, they be on the bull. So yeah. So yeah, it's like a whole mission process. Like you gotta do different things. You gotta wash hair, deep condition the hair. It's a lot. And I want y'all to know it can take a whole day depending on the length of your hair and also the extra parameters and steps you take. Like normally when I deep condition like I'm doing now, I normally use my steamer, but since it's summer I don't really prioritize steaming, and because my hair was put away, I just did a protein treatment and I'll get on that in just a moment. But yeah. So right now I'm just focusing primarily on just getting the treatment in my hair so I can do the rest of my thing. So yeah, it's a whole mission. Like it makes no sense as to how tedious natural hair is. Like I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's very tedious. It's a mission because you got to make sure your hair is thoroughly moisturized. Make sure the protein is good together. It's like a lot. It's a lot. Um, Number six, you need to track the pH of your hair. Yes, pH balance is very important. Just like how you need to make sure your mouth pH balance is good, you need to make sure your hair's pH balance is good because if you don't, you can get hydro fatigue. You can even get fungus on the scalp. So you have to make sure your pH is well balanced. Like if you don't, it just can be all bad, slow your hair growth, make your hair fall out. You can end up getting like a certain form of alopecia if you don't make sure that's right. You can It's just a lot that can go wrong with your hair, like if you don't make sure the pH of your hair is right. So make sure your pH of your hair is right, ladies and gentlemen. If you got natural hair, anybody with natural hair, man, girl, whatever, make sure your pH is right in your hair. Um, you'll shed like an animal. You will shed like an animal. Like I took my braids out, and I kid you not, I took my my wig braids out after I've been wigged up for 2.5, 3 months. I kid you not, I had like a handful, like a handful of hair. Like I felt like I was a cat. I felt like I was a cat the way I just shed. It made no sense. So yes, you will shed. Your cleaning time in the bathroom will be longer, and you must invest in a drain cleaner and inside of a drain catcher, or else you will be getting clogged up drains. Like, because the shed hair is freaking nuts. Like, and I do bi-monthly protein treatments to combat the shedding and stuff, and it's still not enough, especially if you have like thick, really coily, curly hair. You're bound to shed. The thicker your hair is, the more shedding it is, because as your hair grows and stuff and go through the different hair phases, it's gonna lose the hair is gonna fall out at the root. It's not gonna be breakage or nothing, but it's gonna fall out at the root. You're gonna shed more, especially if you keep it in protective styles for a while. You're gonna have prone to shedding. But if you like me, who wears the hair majority of the time, yeah, you're just bound to have a lot of shed hair, and it's the most annoying part of being natural, shed hair. Okay. And number eight, you can over moisturize your hair. Okay, so speaking of the protein treatment, so I just did my protein treatment probably about an hour ago almost, and you can over moisturize your hair. So you have to make sure your hair has a good moisture protein balance, because without it, you can get hydro fatigue from over moisturizing your hair. There is a such thing. Your hair get hydro fatigue, you can have too much shedding, your hair can become very dull and lifeless. And when I have hydro fatigue, and this is the first time I had it a few years back, I noticed my hair would take forever to dry because it's too much moisture. It's like, I got too much moisture. I need some protein to close, the hair follicles up, especially if you, depending on your hair porosity. Like I have medium porosity hair, therefore my hair has enough protein in it, and it has enough to protein in it to keep in moisture and knock enough out. But sometimes I need to give a little heavy duty assistance every 8 to 12 weeks. So I go ahead and do a protein treatment with Apogee. But some people with high porosity hair, your follicles are so open, you do not need to be doing like heavy, 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 heavy um heavy moisture treatments, because your follicles already open. You need to be balancing between moisture and protein. Now, if you have low porosity, yes, definitely prioritize moisture, but make sure you're balanced. But if you're in between like me, make sure you pay attention to how long it takes your hair to dry, as well as if it feels dry even when it's wet. That's how I know. And also the droopiness. Like if you saw my curls earlier, my curls are not this springy while wet. My roots were very much straight up to right here. And I don't use heat in my hair, so it's not damaged. But they were very much straight up to right here. And now they're more of a cohesive wave. And now I know my hair is moisturizing. Even my ends were more straight. They were like this earlier. Like the ends were like this. They were not springing at all. They weren't giving no type of springage. So yeah, definitely make sure you're doing moisture protein balance, you guys. And the journey never stops. Like every 7 years, your natural hair changes, your hair texture changes. Like I remember 4 years ago, my hair was a lot thicker than what it is now, and I know it thinned out a bit because when I would put a bun in my hair, it would take me forever. Like I used to get frustrated, I would cry. Now I can put a bun in with my hair with ease. That's how I know my hair is thinning. And also I'm anemic also, so that plays a part too. So I have to stay on top of my iron pills and stuff. But yeah, like your natural hair changes. It will change in shape, it will change in thickness, it can get thicker, it can get thinner, the curls can loosen, the curls can tighten. Like my curls have definitely gotten a lot looser over the years. If you track my progress on my page, I have videos from like 4 years ago, and it's definitely a big change. So you have to know that your hair will change. It will definitely change, especially depending on what you eat, as well as the type of water you use to wash your hair, if it's hard water or not, or you use filtered water, depending on the products you use. Like your hair will change. And you're just gonna be forever learning it. You're gonna forever be learning your hair. It's a never ending thing. Like it's so many things that my hair is doing now that I just now discovered. Like at one point I could get away with the cheapy hair products. Now my hair either likes Redken, and that stuff is expensive. And now I'm trying to find more natural hair products too, because the Eco Styler gel used to be Bay. Now it's not really Bay like that no more. Even though I'll still use it, but I'm on the hunt for a good company that's more moisturizing, that's good definition for the curls. But yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys about the 10 things I don't tell you before you go natural. So keep all of this in mind. Keep it all in mind. It's crazy. Just keep all this in mind. So yeah. Bye.